Hello, this is Garsen. I've got a lot of things I've been working on in this game, a lot of builds, a lot of stuff I want to talk about, I want to share with you, but we're just going to do a simple video, and I'm just going to comment over it while we watch, right? So what this is primarily a strength build, and I really want to talk about magic and casting in this game, and so one of the builds I've been sort of reworking. I love this build in duels. I love it even more because I love GREATAXE. I've always loved GREATAXE in these games, and so I just have to show it off. I love Lion's Claw, so of course I would put the two together and give you a clip or two of that. But for the build itself, it's primarily strength, and in these clips we're going to be at 80 as I try to figure out, I guess, the level 80 meta, the level 80. What the heck's going on with level 80? Oh, look at this mage. We're going to kill some mages in this video. Hope you're ready for it. And you're dead. So, we got the GREATAXE. We have Bestial Sling. If you can't tell already, we're going for a bestial theme. So this is my worm skin RP, my worm skin Gunter. But I'm trying to go for like a scaled warrior with the beast incantations, with a little flavor from the shoulder tackle, which I really love. I really want to make it work on the build. And the lava head, the magma worm head, thus the worm skin theme kind of comes together. And check this out real quick. Alright, coming around the corner, and he's gone. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. But I love Lion's Claw, and I love the GREATAXE. Just want to show you that. But real quick, what's been stopping me with making content for Elden Ring is I get very frustrated with this game for fundamental reasons, and I've committed to not being bitching about it. But I just want you to watch this little failtage. Yeah, constantly I deal with this. You want to know what 800 hours in this game looks like? Yeah, just why the spawn point points me in a direction to fall to my death. I don't know. It's my fault. I'm not going to pretend it's not, but it's frustrating. This is level 80, and yeah. Oh, that doesn't seem like much, huh? Okay. Well, level 80. I'm sure we'll take care of these two, no problem. It's a good little... oh, you instantly die. Okay. So at 75% of my HP, because a guy walked up to me, I died. But this is what you're dealing with if you want to get into this game and the invasions. If you want to extract stuff, I'll use the metaphor of you're going to be squeezing 5 oranges for orange juice. And it's going to taste like the best orange juice you've ever had. That's just how it works. But when you're squeezing the oranges, it's not fun. You have to think about, I know what I'm getting out of this, and I have to put up with crap like this. And I'm not here to make a video about just whining and bitching, but these people know who they are. They ruin the fun of the game, and then you know what? It's the fault of the developers who don't want to fix this crap because they have spaghetti code. But just if nothing else, laugh at it, be entertained by it. It's just what you got to put up with. Like, we got glitches in the last clip. Check this out. We're just gonna have a nice little fight. Okay, cool. I got to put up with being shot by, a lightning bolt. That's fine. Oh, but he also has a moon veil. Think about the stat requirements to run a Grand Sax lightning bolt, right? That's what I got hit by, the same guy. And then he runs a moon veil. Why? Why is moon veil so easy to run with a build that can run Grand Sax? I don't know. That's just my little internal beef. Why is it that I'm like running around this, I get up against the wall, and I still get hit by this? That's how my invasion starts. If you're not having a good time and this is the stuff that happens to you, boy, wait until you actually get to the whole point. Here, okay, fine, we're just going to fight these two idiots standing outside the level. They're not actually playing the game, the open world. Oh, Moonveil. It's Moonveil. Of course it's Moonveil. Let me recuperate. No. Lightning, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, there you go. No, I'm not just going to give you a failtage. It's not just going to be the whole video of me complaining and watching this. We're going to get to the build. But had to show some madness. Again, you have to put up with this. You have to adapt. You have to... This is the filter in being an invader in these games, and especially in Elden Ring. You have to overcome this stuff. So So before I can even talk about this build and all these topics I want to, I just had to share this with you. This is my way of getting over it and being able to persevere and get to the good stuff. And in time, you will prevail, and you'll get those dirty mages. Get those dirty mages. Get those dirty mages out of here. Yeah, you like that, Madness Boy? You like that? You're like, oh, I used 2 Vike Spears. Oh, I'm so good at the game. Oh, but he's just playing through PvE. I know, he's just using strong weapons. He's helping his buddy, whatever. All right, let's get to the mage killing. Here we go. Do you like mages, or do you hate mages? You hate those dirty mages, those dirty moon veils. Oh, I'm so tired of them. Oh, yeah, well, yep. Come on. Why don't you throw that transient moonlight out? Oh, you can't. Yeah. But, while I kill some mages, let me demonstrate what I'm talking about here. I wanted to highlight this build because strength's really interesting in this game, and in general, casting is very interesting in this game. I want to talk more about it, but for strength specifically, you get the claw mark seal, and that has a scaling. It's the only seal, not the only seal, but the one dedicated seal to scaling with strength as a stat and faith. And so you could get more optimal casting damage out of the claw mark seal if you go strength and faith, right? If you do a hybrid build. And that's kind of what I'm doing with this build, but I'm still reworking it. But what's really interesting is if you were just a strength build, only pure strength, you can still use this talisman or this seal. You get a boost, a 10% boost to your bestial incantations, so you're getting a little gain there, but you're getting a lot of utility in having that magic, especially bestial slaying, which is one of the best incantations in the game, best spell, one of the best spells in the game, right? And you can still do really well as a spellcaster, and that's what I wanted to highlight is, like, I'm just primarily running around as a strength build, even with all the gimmicks in this build, and yet I'm still throwing out magic at a competent level. Even if I was just pure strength, I'd be able to put out all these bestial incantations. And so you're given 10 spell slots. Doesn't matter who you are. Like, you're given 10 spell slots by the developers. They want you to cast magic. Even as Mr. Unga Bunga rock throwing strength man, like, they're like, here's some rock magic. Like, it has nothing to do with magic, fire, lightning, holy, whatever. But you're still casting magic, which is just throwing rocks at people, right? I don't have the boulder on this build. It's not what the build's about. And I don't use bestial slaying a lot on my builds. At least not currently, but yeah, get red, dirty mage. By the way, if you don't know, Flaming Strike's retarded, if you haven't seen already. Here's me playing around with the very heavy magic barrier, barrier of gold. Stupid high magic resistance if you cast this on there. I'm also playing around with the Beast Claw Hammer, or whatever it's called, because it feels like I have another bestial incantation when I use the Ash of War on this weapon, and trying to get those Crucible Horn kills. Just not used to them invasions. This was actually a dueling build. A lot of my builds come from me experimenting and dueling, and then, you know, I've transitioned over. Oh yeah, I got the horn skill. Oh man, I've transitioned over to invasions because that's where the real fun of this game is, and even with all the frustrations. So I've been transferring all of my builds over to like 125 builds, 80 builds, experimenting. What do you have to do to get matches out here? I'll get this dirty mage out of here. Pop that bubble. Oh, slice and dice. Okay. Come here. Throw magic at me. I'll throw rocks at you. Yeah. Oh my god, that damage is ridiculous. I love Beast Cleaver. This build started off with the Beastman's Cleaver, and it was made to slice mages like that with Flaming Strike. I love it. Alright, now we're getting into some duels. I'm still going to just ramble on about this build and whatnot, talk. I'm going to show you some duels here. Not because I wanted to duel with this build, but because I was already familiar with dueling, and because people like to sit in Lernia And again, going back to my frustrations, I want to invade people. If I wanted to duel you, I'd meet you in the academy circle, you know. But people like to stand in front of the shack and get wrecked by me, so that's cool, fine, whatever. Good for you. Bring a buddy next time. This was a fun duel, and I was adding some weapons to the arsenal. Because of one of my duels, I fought somebody on YouTube before, and they inspired me to put a twin blade on this. You probably already know I love twin blade. So I got the gargoyles twin blade, seemed to match the theme. Just because of the sheer look of it, RPing and all that crap. But man, I love spinning slash on twin blades. Go figure. Never seen that before from me. Yep. But we had a cool little duel here. Just, I don't mind a nice, fresh little duel out in the open like this. And at level 80, I'm not used to fighting people at level 80. This is one of the builds I've been trying things out. Took something familiar and said, how does it adapt at 80? What are the sacrifices I have to make out here? And dude, damage, aside from Moonveil and other stupid stuff, damage at this level is, yeah, I can see why people like it. I wish all the damage at this level is like that, but sadly it's just not the case. You can still murder people in 1 or 2 hits if you really know what you're doing. But man, if I had more fights like that, I would get it. I would understand it. This I wanted to show off because this ends up being a 1v1, right? Okay. So it's a little 1v1. I don't know how skilled this guy is. I don't really care. But I want to show off, like I'm trying to use everything in the arsenal. I'm getting more comfortable with it out in the open. So I'm using Bestial, I'm using Horn, trying things. I'm even shooting at the lava head back there. And, you know, this guy gets caught by Flaming Strike, so the weapon art to me is just another cast, you know. I love Flaming Strike. It just feels like, you know, a pyro move. It feels like, this is something I'm going to talk about, but it feels like one of those moves, those Ash of Wars that, like, I feel like there's a better system involved. Anyway, Guts. This is a real Guts cosplay. The very rare, you know, guys actually owning up to having the greatsword. So I just wanted to show a duel between my cool Wormskin guy versus an actual Guts. Good for him. And he's not just poke spamming. So it was actually a good little fight. And again, damage is not stupid. We're not killing each other in 1 or 2 hits. And, you know, we had a little kerfuffle. We both heal up, reset the fight a little bit, keep fighting, try to get the horns in there, and he comes in, gets a good hit on me, and of course, he's got the crouch spam. I just didn't expect it from him, and I just, you know, could have got out of that, but it's tough to beat. It's tough to beat once they line up the rhythm. Here we go. Here's a little quick duel, nothing special. Again, I just want to highlight, you know, here's the build. I'm fighting someone 1v1, and yeah, you know, just look at the damage at level 80. So again, if it was like this all the way, I would probably stick around at this level. Currently, it's just not my favorite. I've had more frustration than what I'm showing you in these clips than I've had good times, and I'll go back to 80 when I feel like it. Right now, I'm fine with the sacrifices at 125, and there are sacrifices at 125. It's very active, and that's what I need right now. I'm tired of loading screens. I'm tired of walking simulators. But yeah, so while this goes on, this guy's getting butt kicked, and here's strength of the build. Yep, strength of the build is pretty easy to finish you off. Bestial Sling is just good at doing what it does, right? Alright, so let's get to some more like general invasion stuff and some chaotic stuff here. This is a little bit more fun just because you can see more of like the Geomancer or Rock Slinger guy I was trying to go for with this build. Like Rock Beast, Wormskin. And I've grown to love this hammer. Again, I was using it more of like, let me get another spell into the build, but it hits like a truck. And what I didn't realize at this time of this recording, since this is a somber weapon, every upgrade is like 2.5 upgrades, right? And I didn't realize this weapon wasn't matching the rest of my weapons. It was actually unupgraded by 1 level, and it's just trucking out damage with that Ash of War. It hits pretty good. I'm still not used to Great Hammer movesets because they didn't just get changed, but recently they got patched. They're a lot better now, a little faster. Same with GREATAXEs, which I'm really happy about. So there she is. So the GREATAXE. Don't let anyone tell you need some big long GREATAXE. They're good now, and regular GREATAXE is stylish as hell. Love it. Put Lion's Claw on it. Have fun with it, man. It's such a good weapon, especially out there in invasions where you can make things work. So yeah, as far as invasions go and just general PvP, like it's flat. Oh man, this build does not have like any like true combos or pseudo combos. As far as I know, I'm still, again, I have to test around with things. This was 80, was more of a test around the 80 range. I'll be bringing this back at 125 where it belongs, where I originally designed it. And it's probably going to go through some more revisions with the testing on like what I was trying to say earlier. This is just a chaotic invasion. This is just silliness about. I even spam rocks, the gravity rocks in just a moment. And slinging rocks, slamming rocks down on the ground, killing those dirty mages. But it was just pure chaos in here, and I just wanted to share that. It's just this, again, like this is where the game's fun. Like, and damage isn't too crazy at level 80. And then, you know, you take advantage of the chaos and just have some fun with it, and they get their revenge, but it doesn't matter. Killed your host. Killed your host. Oh man. Okay, check this out. Here we go. Welcome to the tower. Oh man, it's just this guy. This guy should have died, man. It's just, I was just like, this proved to me like, okay, damage is good at this range, but my build just needs a little more oomph, because that guy should have died. That was so frustrating, but still fun. It's still fun. And then just some poor plays right here. Who's gonna win? 1 versus 2 in a tight corridor. I originally never used the Beast Claw, Garsen's Beast Claw, the AoE. It is so good, especially in invasions. So you should really use it. Not like I showed it off there, but just some bad plays. Got clipped there. We get that gold barrier up. Moving in. So here we go again. Dirty mages. Again, it's just the fun of invasions. I knew this guy was a caster. He's summoning for the boss fight, and I just felt like bullying him. I felt like sharing. I felt like sharing me throwing rocks at a mage. This stupid Burger King mage. Oh yes, yes. You need 2 people to help you with this boss, but can they help you when I show up? All right. Get him. Get him. Lightning everywhere. And we'll move into this next invasion. I should have clipped that. My bad. It was a good little honest invasion. You'll see me go against 2 people here. Yep, furled finger. And this build has Beast Cleaver, GREATAXE, destroyed them, Twin Blade, and a few other weapons. I put a, not a claymore, but this, what is this? The Banished Night Sword, right? Banished Night Sword's really good. And if you don't know, you'll see it, if you've already seen it earlier in the clip. If you two-hand it, get the two-handed moveset, the unique moveset from that on this weapon. I think one other greatsword has it. If you go for a jump R1, or a light attack R1, or a light jump attack, and then once you land, if you land the light jump attack and R1 right after, because of the unique moveset, you'll actually, there's me fumbling around in the menu, but because of the unique light attack set on the Banished Night Sword, oh no, I got parried. Oh, but he was just parry spamming. Didn't know what he was doing, and he did. But yeah, you can get a true combo on that Banished Night Sword. That's good. I had to show that. I love my GREATAXE. So the Banished Night Sword is really nice on this, and I've played with the Spinning Strike, which I already love, but it's different on larger weapons, and so I really enjoy it. And so this is going to be the last invasion. It's going to be a long one. Sorry for padding out the time. Just figured I'd use it to talk about the build again, but maybe we'll still see more of the Banished Night Sword and the Spinning Slash in this. I really enjoy this combo. I I do enjoy great swords on a lot of my builds, and I wanted to play around with something different than the claymore. I don't think it's overused. I love it. It's good for what it is, but you know, try to switch it up. Try other weapons in the game and see if they fit the character. So, I mean, I was doing a lot of experimenting, and I'm happy with my damage in the respect of like, okay, this is 80. If everyone's doing this, is pretty good. But I can't say I was really that satisfied at level 80. I still feel like I could make the build stronger, or maybe it's more fitting in if I just want like more pure strength and the little faith that I had. I've also been playing around with physics tiers, and you'll see this in some new builds I'm ready to show off in the next video. But yeah, I mean, we'll just watch the rest of this invasion. This just starts off with me chasing this guy, and it gets a little crazier from here. Just me trying to get better with the great sword, chasing people down, all that stuff. So we got the summon now. The tides have changed. All right, I'm gonna switch to Old Faithful. The OG on this build is the Beast Cleaver with Flaming Strike. Maybe I can kill somebody. Nope, he's too good for that. He's got the dog step or quick step. Yeah, quick step. And he's not just going for pokes. I appreciate that. Beast Claw. While I'm looking at it, Beast Claw is really good. If you don't already know, Beast Claw is actually good for more of like if they're retreating or rolling away from you, it can really catch them, and the damage can be pretty respectable. Crucible Horns, pretty hard to get. I still don't have it down in when it comes to like invasions. It was never all that good in duels as far as I can recall. This guy's pretty tough. We can take those flaming strikes too, by the way. You know, Beast Claw's cheap. You can throw it out there, get the range. I've already talked about GREATAXE Beast Claw, the AoE version. That thing is so good, does great damage. Really, in invasions, when you're up against multiple foes, or even if you know what you're doing, and you know, I keep getting pulled in by this guy. If you know what you're doing, like you probably saw in the duel earlier, like I messed somebody up just because, oh, you're gonna try and run around me. I'm just gonna drop an AoE Beast Claw, and yeah, it'll screw people up, put them in a real bad position. Thankfully, these Beast Claw attacks have some good poise. This guy keeps pulling me in, and yeah, it's not looking good for me in this invasion, so who knows how this is going to turn out. But yep, there we go. Got my brethren in here throwing out Beast Claws. I just threw out the GREATAXE Beast Claw. Bought me some time. Covered. Just trying to use all my tools, and this is great. Here's something I'll talk about a little more dedicated in a video about invading. Big HP pools, and you know, playing in a range where you're not getting killed all the time is going to really help you figure out, like, if you can make more dumb mistakes and survive it, you're going to be getting more experience to learn, like, what am I doing wrong? Why do I keep hitting this button? Am I panicking? And then, ooh, got him. Sorry, I was talking. Oh, GREATAXE. Oh, the GREATAXE. Oh, man. So, okay, I got to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys watching. Sorry for the sloppy video, but we'll see you next time.